and welcome everyone. We are live with Wanderlust in Wildemount. We are here today, to hopefully make decisions and not die. As is our group's usual motto, making decisions and not dying. Most of the time, unless you're Lamont, in which case his story will be different, but he never actually died. Except for that one time. But we weren't there for that. Anyways, we're gonna go around, we're gonna say who we are, and who we're playing, and I will start with myself, because I'm already talking. I am playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Havisham Hossenpfeffers, a nobleman, philanthropist, warlock, cult leader. It's fine. You know, I wouldn't worry about it. Someone who also doesn't particularly worry about it, I think, is D20 Coup de Grace. How are you tonight?
Ah, yes, that is me. No, not worried at all. Actually, Holland is terribly worried because he foresees a coming storm. Yes, I'm playing Harlan Flipcloak. He's a hobgoblin wizard specializing in divination. And yes, I don't know if I'm ready for tonight.
I don't know either. Someone who might be ready or might not be. Shiny Pilot, how are you?
I am not ready. Igor is always ready, however, because he's great like that. He's a hunchback, he's half-orc, he's the butler to Wendell, and his staple manservant, so to speak. Yeah, I think that's him in a nutshell. I mean, I'm not ready for tonight, but Igor's ready, so let's do this. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun indeed, is what Nuggetosaurus would say.
Yeah, always. I'm always down for fun. Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I'm playing Wintress Gilsine, the Drake Warden Ranger, who is a chaos being incarnate, I guess. And I'm interested to see where things are going to go, because she has a scroll of wish and she has some ideas and some other things are happening, so it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be interesting indeed. Any session is going to be interesting. When producer Travis here, how are you?
I'm good, and pride myself on not making decisions, and not making sense. At least not with this character, much as I can. Hi, I'm playing Lamont Quinlan, who, like pretty much every character I've played since picking up tabletop streaming with these beautiful people about 2 years ago now, is pretty much just an Orson Welles just a beautiful, loving take on Orson Welles, except he's crazy and dead, but not really dead, and an old frenemy has surfaced, and that's a recipe for exciting storytelling and disaster. Let's get it on.
Speaking of exciting storytelling and disaster, I will lead us over to our GM for the night. Deception check, how are you?
Oh, I like that intro. Exciting stories, disasters, all kinds of things there. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I'm Deception Check. I am the three-ring circus ringmaster of this game that is Mondays in Exandria, Wanderlust, and Wildemount. And tonight, as we slowly make our way to the end of our campaign, we find our characters inside one of the baubles of transdimensional space created by Brahmsandi, the now that we know deceased great inventor that our group have been sent back to find and destroy his time machine. Well, he's dead. Time machine sitting right there, as well as a lot of other things inside this little pocket of space. Now, the question is, how will they decide to move forward with this bubble and pocket space? How will Wintress react to that little piece of paper, that parchment burning a hole in her pocket? And what will group do when they step outside and see an older version of a very old friend come to say hello? So we'll pick up with everyone inside the transdimensional bauble in Brahmsandi's, well, what was Brahmsandi's workshop, as they decide what to do. All yours, guys.
Trying to recall exactly all the ideas we talked about last time, because there were a few.
All this technology was stolen from me anyways. Well, partially.
Some of it. Maybe you can find some of the papers that definitely prove that he stole from you and other people. I mean, I looked around earlier, but they were all very jargony, you know.
I'll have a look around.
Think. How do we get this not in the hands of the evil orb of evil?
We were gonna bring it all to our empty secret lair in the inn.
Is this the only entrance, though, to this place?
Now that I do not know.
Because if this is the only entrance, then that could be a somewhat valid method of accomplishing that goal.
For what I know about demiplanes, do they normally have more than one entrance?
Well, from what you've seen, because you've got a good chance to look at Bram Sandi's equipment, and you've read some of his paperwork before you got here, and then once you were actually inside the dimensional space, you know that everything inside this space is specific to this dimensional plane, and as it's been designed, it exists only within this bubble. So you would have had to have been here to try and teleport back to it. And even then, that would be a very chancy situation. So you reckon, with your knowledge and experience and intelligence, that the only way to access this is through that grasping tentacle mouth thing that sucked on the bauble and is continuing to suck on the bauble while you're in here.
I think the only way in here is through that aperture out there.
Right, and then this is, well, I guess that would be a solution. We just take the bauble with us out and deal with it in the future.
Bingo.
While-
Secret lair.
While the three of them are having this conversation, and they've
Yes.
kind of taken their attention off of Wintress,
Yes.
I want to pull something off the machine. Not the thing that like destabilized the portal, but just something else. I want to take it and
Off of which machine? There are so many machines here.
the
time
one that I
machine.
was fucking with last time.
Which one was that? I don't remember.
The main
I
specifically.
think the main one.
The big main thing.
Oh, the big thing that
With
you
the
guys
disc.
came here to destroy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I took like a shit ton of pieces off and have just been destroying them and chucking them and while the three of them are distracted because they stopped me last time, I want to take something off.
Okay.
But not the thing that destabilized the power.
Yeah,
so-
not the thing that destabilized the portal.
That was a different. Yeah, that was a different connection to it. Okay. Yeah. You grab a piece. You notice that when you do, it seems like the charge of energy that was in this time machine, ready to work and operate, dissipates. It's like you have taken some sort of battery or charging device or maybe a transistor of some sort off of it, and now you know it's probably not ever going to work unless this is put back.
Cool. I'm gonna like tuck it into my pocket.
Okay.
Stop destroying it. We might need this.
She's putting it in,
everything?
she's
What?
just pocketing the pieces.
Well,
mostly.
all the other pieces she's thrown across the room. Like she doesn't know where they are now, but this one she's gonna pocket.
Can Igor be playing with some of the pieces and making like airship noises, like?
Oh, absolutely. There are so many
Oh,
fun
go
things
ahead.
inside this this transdimensional space. It's chock full of fun for people who are just looking to play with things. Buttons to push, switches to flip.
Igor's in his happy place. He's pushing buttons. He's playing with things, making noises and sounds, and
Oh, God.
it's fun.
I think someone's having a bad influence on Igor.
Yes, Igor is very easily influenced. It's one of his traits. Known about it for years.
Hard to stop me once I get going.
Part of why we've not left Havisham very often. Well,
He's-
you know.
He insightly says as he's toying with things.
Yeah.
All right. Igor, you're playing with things. You're flipping boxes and things. And then you find this really neat bag.
Ooh. I opened the bag.
Okay, do you pull something from it?
I put my head in it.
There's something fuzzy and warm inside.
He pulls it off his head real quick and reaches in. And what is it?
Okay, roll me a D8.
I know what this is.
It's a bag of animals.
Stuffed animals.
A giant hyena pops out and turns around at you and just starts panting and just looks like a happy hyena.
What are you doing here? You're so cute. You're a monster. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it, monster.
You found a tanned bag of tricks.
Tanned bag of tricks.
Oh
Perfect.
my, we have pets now. We should. I think we have a plan. Looking like desperately from Harlan to Lamont. Like, please say this is the plan, and like so we can get out of here.
Yes, we have a plan. We have to first leave this laboratory.
Yes. All right, back. We're going to go back through the ooze ship now, everyone. That
Okay,
sounds...
so I just want to confirm you are leaving everything else inside this bauble like it is, except for what Wintress has taken.
My new hyena friend, Mr. Spot, is coming with me.
Yes, that's fine.
Mr. Spot.
He's got spots on him.
What's with the armor in the middle again? I remember there being something there.
Oh yeah, there's a full suit of armor. It looked like it was being powered or something. It looks like it's like lost its charge now when Wintress was pulling things apart, but
That's
something
cabled
sitting there.
in. That's not.
Oh,
ideal
right.
Anyways.
Those cables look like they can detach very easily.
Well, I think I'm going to have to attempt to move that.
Okay, it's like a powered suit of armor. It's not just like plate armor. It's got it's got pistons. It's got power cells connected to it. It's got like a line of lights up the front on it. It's got a helmet that closes down. It looks like it's a self-contained environmental suit of some kind. Maybe it might have weapons on it. It's hard to tell exactly what these things are.
Augury, get into this thing. What would that do?
What's that?
Augury.
Oh, augury.
Yeah.
All right. Could you click that for me?
Wow. Yeah.
Hold
Wheel woe.
Yeah. Here we go. Damn it, where is it? There it is. Okay.
Self.
Damn it! Why did it?
Okay, hold on.
There.
All right, there we go. Okay. Okay. You get wheel and woe.
Good and bad things will happen. Damn.
I mean, it looks pretty nice.
I like armor. Hold on. I can't remember. Do I have the ability to wear heavy armor right now?
That is a good question.
No, I can only wear medium armor. That could be bad.
I think the only one who could wear heavy armor out of all of us was Hal.
All right. Yeah.
It does count as plate.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm going to just leave that here for now.
okay. So you step outside of the.
I grabbed some papers on my way out. Just put
Oh
them
yeah,
in my
the
lunch
paper.
bag.
I was looking for that stuff.
All right,
Yeah.
so you grab a bunch of papers. You've already looked at a lot. You spent a lot of time in here. You've looked at a lot of things. You've talked with the Illithid. You've done all these things.
Sent the Illithid home.
You sent the Illithid home. Lamont, as you're just kind of going through things, making sure you don't miss anything, grab all the stuff that you want.
Verbally saying goodbye to certain things.
Right.
I will see you soon. It's nice to meet you.
You actually find, well, there's two things happen now. First, you find this really neat, like, toy boat. It's a strange thing. It's about 2 feet long, but it's got a feel of magic and mechanics to it.
I hold it up. I'm like, Igor would love this. in the bath. This looks like a fun friend.
Okay.
Does it look fragile?
No, it does not look fragile. But it does look
Cool.
like it might do something.
That sounds like a perfect thing to put under my arm for what I'm actually going to drag out of here. Because I'm not going to leave without something.
Okay, well, there you go.
We're about to box this up. All right, so I just put it under my, like I'm at a yard sale, you know, I just put the boat under my arm. And I'm like,
All right, and
I
also,
keep going.
you start noticing a couple red flashing lights on a panel.
And I know enough to, you know, kind of move towards it, but without any real or genuine sense of alarm. And I've got my boat, you know.
Okay, you've got your
some
little
stuff, and
toy boat.
I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm like, hey, big red one, big guy. Hey,
I assume you're talking about me.
yeah, we got the red light over here on the thing you do. We got
What's it do?
Spluckus on our Genectigazoink here. I don't know what it does. I don't know. It's a what? It's a box. It's got some lights.
I haven't
It could
heard
be
this.
anything really.
What
does it look like?
I'll go check it out.
It's a flashing light underneath a little runic indicator of what the light flashing means.
All right, I will do a comprehend languages.
Okay. I mean, do you speak Dwarven?
Nope. Common Goblin.
Okay. All right. Okay. But I don't think, I mean, unless Wintress wants to go, you see a flashing light too now that you pointed it out.
Yeah, she likes blinky, flashy things. She'll go
Okay.
over.
All right. You go
And
over
if
there
Wintress and all them are going over there, I'm like, oh god, what's happening? I'll go
Yeah.
over too.
Okay. So you're all looking at, well,
Everybody-
everyone but Igor is looking at the flashing light. Igor is playing with Spot.
Oh, I was going to say I got some more entertaining.
Yes. You are perfectly happy, and you have a combat hyena with you now, so it's fine.
Combat hyena.
And so, Wintress, you see that in the runes above the flashing red light, it says airspace warning.
There's something in the air.
Yes, I see that. It's a warning. Airspace warning.
You know what?
Must be like something above us.
Something flying.
And you notice that there's like extra lights, and not all of them are flashing. Just one is flashing, and it has like a 1 underneath it, and then that one stops flashing, and then 2 starts flashing.
Uh-oh.
This must be a proximity sensor.
And then as
What'd y'all
you're looking
do?
at that one, it stops flashing, and 3 starts flashing.
It's whatever's in the sky is getting
Something's
closer
coming.
to us. Yes, I think
Quickly.
that's what that says.
It stays at 3 at this point. Doesn't
All
seem
right.
to move on to 4.
There's either 3 things in the sky or it's level 3 close.
Well,
Or it's
I
in
don't
the third zone of the city.
Nope. Don't know what that is.
No,
What,
no, okay.
City zones? What? No. There's the goo zone and the up zone. There's only 2 city zones.
That's fair. That's fair. There's no northeast, south, and west here.
No. It's good and not good.
Good and not good, yes. All right, so everyone has grabbed things. Harlan, you found some books and paperwork, and you've grabbed that. Igor has his wonderful hyena pet, and Wendell has some paperwork. Lamont has a boat. Wintress has all sorts of things in her pockets.
I have some dust. I have wings of flying, even though I can fly naturally.
Yep.
Like, it's great.
Literally have like feathered wings on your
Yeah.
back now for no reason. They're just sitting. You're just chilling. You're an angel now. It's all
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Right. Well, shall we see what's in the air?
I
I
don't.
mean,
Is it?
it could
yes.
be it could be a dragon. It could be the monastery, though I doubt the monasteries move that quickly. Could be the.
It could be a dragon for all we know. We should check it out.
It could be a lot of things.
Oh, dragon would have been fun. Ah, sorry. Darn it.
I mean, weren't we supposed to destroy that thing? Why?
Because we can't destroy it while we're standing in it unless we want to probably get destroyed with it. So we're gonna step outside first and then grab the little ball and destroy it safely once we're not inside of it.
What? That's the plan?
Telepathically to Harlan. That's what I'm telling her. Her is the plan.
That makes sense.
You see Harlan's demeanor change immediately.
Alright, so everyone, we should go buckle back up in the main seated area, and I will retrieve the crystal.
Do we have to buckle, Master?
The hyena doesn't have to buckle.
Okay, I'll hold on to him.
I don't know how we'd buckle it anyways. It's just...
I could stick him back in my bag. He did come out of the bag.
I wouldn't... maybe just see how the hyena does. Maybe the hyena will go back into the bag on its own accord eventually.
That's a good idea. And if not, I can put food
We
in
don't
it
want
and
to
it'll
anger
remain.
the hyena.
Yeah, don't be bad. He could be very angry.
He could be.
They'd laugh at you.
Don't like being laughed at.
He might laugh at me. That'd be sad. But maybe he
Right.
finds me funny.
Oh, sure he does.
Positive side, you know.
It starts laughing.
Look, I told a joke. I'm funny. No denying it now.
All right, so you all go through the portal.
Yep.
All right. As you're exiting the portal, this time it's a complete like dimensional transfer. There's lights and there's this weird
Ugh.
sucking sound the whole
Ew.
way through until you reappear.
Ah.
And then you pop back into this magnificent little wondrous machine of Brumsandis, and you find yourself looking back out at that umbilical tentacle mouth thing
Still holding
sucking.
them.
It's still sucking on the
Alright,
bubble.
well we need that. So, is there like a section on this contraption to like is this like a science vessel might have a segment to like have like a small airlock system where you can pull things inside, or no?
There is an airlock on this. Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, Wendell's strong suit. Let's see. +0. 17 + 0 is still
Okay.
17.
17 is a very good roll. You imagine that, unfortunately, this was not designed specifically to filter out intelligent oozes. And so if you were to bring it inside, it would bring living ooze in with it.
All right.
Can we just pull it?
How long of a journey was it to the surface of the ooze?
30 feet.
So not long at all.
But this mechanism walks on legs.
Yes. How long did it take us to get down here? Is I guess a good. How long
It
would
took
take
you
for us to
about 2
resurface?
hours to get to this point.
Dang. All right.
Oh, okay.
You're going through a gelatinous cube that is the size of a city. It takes
All right.
a little while to work through it.
Can
How-
we move while the... Oh, yeah, we can move while the suction thing's still going.
Oh,
I
yeah.
say we just start walking back up, and then I will remove it with that mage hand again once we're not in ooze.
Can we? Yeah, as long as that will work.
All right, Lamont, take us back upstairs. We can see what this air threat is. What air proximity? What's in near? Let's go.
All right, Harlan, give me an intelligence check yourself.
All right.
Or Arcana. I'll take either one.
Arcana. I think Arcana is going to be better. Yes. Well, yeah. 15.
Okay. With a 15, you actually notice now that you're more comfortable with the situation and you've come to realize that, after driving it a bit, that this actually does have like a swimming mode.
Hmm.
And so you could actually move through the goo a
We
little
want
bit
to
better.
swim in the gelatinous cube. If it would be safer, I'll activate it. Screw it.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear the legs fold up along the side, and it makes a lot of noise because you're inside the mechanism. So you hear them clanging up around the sides, and then you hear this propeller kind of system just spin up. And it's really loud inside. And now you can just jet around.
Man, they really could have done with some sound dampening.
You know, the first submarine, you know, to be created by an artificer is you know, you don't worry about the
From
refinements yet.
Sandy's submersible vehicle. Yes.
So now you imagine that the time
first submarine, I'm sure.
Yes. Yes, the first. Didn't steal those plans from anyone either. No.
So you can jet around a little bit more. You could even rise up to the surface of the gelatinous cube if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, we should definitely. I think we should stay until we find a place we can actually crawl onto.
Yeah, perhaps that would be. Well, I mean, technically we just swim through the cube to the edge of the city, possibly, and then, like, activate the legs again and crawl out.
All right, what do you do?
Sounds good.
The edge of the city. What about? I don't know. We have to make sure to be sneaky because we know that glass switch is out there somewhere.
The undead. Yes, the undead deity. What was that word? I'm not good at this religion stuff. The avatar, the undead avatar of the deities. Which, you know, Kenku mentioned something about her not being able to see him, so not being able to turn her to glass. If we were in this, we might be safer than out. Maybe we'll swim past our little Kenku friend. His wonderful new body.
You mentioned that, and you see this little bucket, and the little creature you created, like pulling a bucket, the little Kenku monstrosity that Winter's created, just dragging itself along the floor of the town and underneath this horrendous gelatinous cube.
Guess the cube's not interested in eating any of that.
It's all metal, and we tightened the cap so it can't ooze out and get melted.
Ooze battle. Necro ooze versus gelatinous cube.
I'm pretty sure the cube would win.
I think the cube would win too.
Probably.
A lot bigger. Just by sheer mass alone. There are different weight categories, you know?
That's true. Mm-hmm. All right, so you're heading towards the edge, like following one of the roads out of town?
Suppose so.
Okay,
yeah, so maybe looking up. If there's a periscope or something?
You can turn the ship forward so you can see. It's a little difficult. I mean, the cube is relatively clear, but there is that distortion.
Yes.
Harlan, give me a perception check. Actually, everyone can roll me a perception check if you're looking up to see what was in the sky.
Yes. We're going to use red for danger.
Lamont is actually driving.
Oh, Lamont's driving now? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think he was the one driving in the first place, wasn't he?
16.
I was,
yeah,
and then I think you took it over, right? Is
You've both been driving. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Wendell, what's your
16.
perception? 16. Okay. All right. So Lamont, you're just focused on you and Harlan are like having a great time with these controls. It's a lot of fun. Wintress and Igor. Wintress, you see what looks to be a giant ship floating in the sky. But you don't recognize it really because you don't really pay attention to stuff like that, and you didn't come on the ship, so it's just a ship. Wendell, you think it looks like Harlan's ship?
Harlan, your ship's I believe your ship's above us.
What?
And Igor, you're rolling on the ground playing with your you're just
I was a
playing
good boy.
Exactly.
Well, how did it get here?
That is a fantastic I'm guessing someone flew that, or it decided to fly itself.
I don't think I put in any.
I mean, we hit it fairly well, but I mean, Hal did know where the ship was parked.
You think Hal? Really?
We hid it so well. We didn't. But Wendell thinks we did. We hid it so well. I mean, who else could have been able to find that? Other than someone who disembarked from the ship in the first place.
True.
I mean, I could ask her.
Is there like a speaker system on this thing? Hello.
You're muted.
I'm muted. Sure. Yeah, of course there's be speakers on this thing. It's probably got a sound system too that plays the greatest hits from like 800 years ago in your time.
Yeah.
So, oh my god.
Golden oldies, but they're brand new. It's like electric harpsichords and celestial lutes and whatnot from the age of Arcana.
Oh, we should
I activate the speaker system and then pull out the tape because we don't.
Yeah,
want
you activate the speaker system and it just starts blaring like dad rock suddenly. It just you see the gelatinous cube pulls away from you when it starts playing.
It's awesome.
Benefit.
And then you pull the tape out.
That must be part of the defenses.
You pull the tape out, and it a little microphone drops down from the ceiling.
All right. Hello.
You don't hear a reply.
I imagine we're in the gelatinous cube, so it's just.
I think we're going to have to exit the gelatinous cube before the speaker system.
Before the speaker system will work. I could message Owl. It might make her angry, depending on where she is. But she does have her name in my book.
If she has control of the ship, let's do everything we can not to make her angry.
That sounds very good. Let's not telepathically message her yet, then.
Wintress, while all this is going on, what are you doing, my little chaos queen?
That's an excellent question. So I am sitting next to the gray button and the big red button.
Yes, the big red button that's currently holding the bauble.
Yeah.
The long pulsating mouth tube thing.
Yeah. I think as we go, she occasionally just like presses the button, drops it, presses the button, picks it back up. She's like juggling with it essentially, just keeping herself entertained.
I'm keeping an eye on it.
Okay.
I'm like, bubble airship, bubble airship, bubble airship, bubble airship. Just Wendell's gonna have a crick in his neck by the time we're done.
Okay. All right. And occasionally you're hitting the gray button too. I mean, you're hitting the red button, which is the horn, and then the gray button.
Yeah, just air horn.
Could you just look at this? Look what I got. Look at this boat. Look at this fun. What a fun
boat.
It is.
Beep.
Look, you can play. All right, and then like what? On second thought, this is my boat, and he puts it back up on the thing.
Okay.
Don't touch that one. I think that's the self-destruct.
She immediately
touch that
touches it.
She immediately pushes it. The engines grind to a halt. It stops.
It didn't explode.
I was wrong. All right. We're
I
gonna have
don't
to
know
push
how to-
every button here to find out which one blows us up.
Just
So.
try
I don't know how to turn it
Don't
back
do that
on.
right now.
I hope there's not a self-destruct button. I read all the panels brief. I'm like, bubble this panel, bubble this panel.
If there
I'm like,
was, you'd normally put it behind a lock of some sort.
oh, good. Well, you said normally. I'm not sure how normal Brumzandi's mechanisms are.
Not everyone puts a self-destruct button in their machines.
Just grew.
But everyone who does is smart enough to put it behind a lock, and Ramsandi stole all of his freaking design.
That's an excellent point. He's
Probably
the
smart enough
Mordenkainen.
to put it behind He's the Mordenkainen of artificers. Yes,
artificers,
that was
yes.
great. We're like, fucking Brumsandi. He's the Thomas Edison of this world.
Yep.
Ripping up Harlan Tesla.
Harlan's our Tesla, it seems. All right, so
Like it.
after about 20 minutes of quickly moving through the goo in swim mode, you reach the edge of the southern road, which looks like it's coming up to the point where you first met the gelatinous cube. Do you just shoot right on out?
No, I think we put the legs down first and then walk out, maybe.
Well, I never know with you guys. I mean, you might have wanted like to,
Well, how
breaching
fast
motion.
will the legs activate?
That's a great
I was
question.
gonna say that's a fair question.
Would you like to try and do a breach and then legs and land and make a really cool
I mean-
entrance?
Yes. That
Okay.
would be the coolest way to do it.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I want artificery from Lamont, and I want from Heartland. I want a dexterity check.
All right. Now, I would like to argue.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
please go ahead.
Currently, when
No,
we
you want to
breach,
argue.
it becomes a flying vehicle.
Okay.
So I'd like to roll for my vehicle's flying.
Well, you know, it is. Well, it's actually swimming.
but
So
when
And-
we said when we breach, we're
When you
flying
breach-
until we hit
flying.
ground.
You know, I will take that because I didn't make you roll at all for vehicles water. So I will allow you to roll
Water and
vehicles
sky
air.
are so similar when you're not on the
So,
surface
I mean,
of
it's
the
all
water.
fluid dynamics,
Because it's
really.
all,
I mean,
you know,
Yeah.
the four planes of movement.
yes, Wintress.
While this happens,
Uh-huh.
she just presses the juggle button at like the right moment, like as we're coming out of the goo, and the orb just goes flying. Just
Yes.
loses complete control of it.
Okay, then I want a dexterity check from Wendell, and I
Wendell.
need a dexterity check from Harlan to get the legs extended at the
I
right
actually
moment.
have a bonus to my dexterity stat. It's amazing what
Okay.
how ridiculously Wendell's stats are because they're either
Oh,
shit or
Harlan.
they're okay.
Harlan does it.
16.
Okay. So, at this moment, you pick up speed. Lamont's driving this thing perfectly. Harlan is ready to take over once it gets out of the water. You pop out of the gelatinous cube, and you're going up. And this thing's heavy, so it's got an arc that's going straight towards the ground. Wintress hits the button. The orb starts flying, and Wintress, you just see it stop as Wendell's got his hand out there, grabbing it through magic, and then Harlan
sweat.
presses a couple buttons and hits a switch, and the legs shoot out, and you land. Dust goes up, noise everywhere, but you're on dry land. You have the orb. Wintress looks disappointed, and we are out of the gelatinous cube.
For now.
Oh, and the
dang,
gelatinous cube is
yeah.
actually clapping its appendages because it's so impressed at how well
Has-
you exit.
Has these little
Fart.
slime hands that are like.
Yeah, this is-
Oh, sorry. Text message came in.
Just thousands of them.
Yes, the whole thing erupts in clapping.
Look at how it jiggles in admiration.
Yes, exactly.
Like a bowl full of jelly. So jolly.
So you are out of the gelatinous cube. You have the bubble,
Yes,
and you have the machine of Bromsandi.
like to bring the bubble into the machine and wipe it off with the spare handkerchief. Not my good handkerchief, a spare
Okay,
handkerchief.
for the most part, it's amazing that when you know the gelatinous cube doesn't really come with things unless like you're in it. Like you get out of the gelatinous cube, it just pretty much all sucks itself away and
Oh,
just
okay,
doesn't
cool.
want to be involved.
And then I'm just going to start casting a ritual. I'll hold it.
Okay,
Gonna
all right. So
start
for 10
casting
minutes, you're going to be casting
wrist
a
pocket.
ritual.
Yep. Just
Okay.
just gonna put this somewhere safe.
All right, so you're all inside this
Okay.
machine. You're on dry land. Wendell is doing a ritual of some kind, speaking and chanting archaic phrases and terms in a. I mean, this is a warlock spell, so is this infernal?
This
Are
is
you?
technically a graviturgy, dunamancy, chronergy spell. It's
Okay.
a ritual I bought. I bought a bunch of rituals back from
Yes,
Gilmore's
yep.
Glorious Goods. This is wrist pocket. You flick your hand, causing one object in your hand to vanish. The object, which only you can be holding and weigh no more than 5 pounds, is transported to an extra dimensional space where it remains for an hour. Until the spell ends, you can use your action to summon the object to your free hand, and you can use your action to return the object to the extra dimensional space. Also, an object still in the pocket plane when the spell ends appears in your space at your feet.
Harlan, you actually almost understand a lot of this because Goblinoid is close to the undercommon that this spell is, a ritual spell is based upon.
The dunamancy.
Graviturgy being native to a particular area of Jorhas. And so it is a dark, like it is a rough kind of like very staccato type language. But you've not really heard Wendell say these things before.
What are you doing, Wendell?
You could tell Wendell's doing a ritual.
Yeah.
I mean, you would know as a wizard.
I know, but I'm giving Wendell a chance to explain.
Telepathically to Harlan. We have Chaos Goblin, someone on that airship upstairs, up in the sky, and Lamont. I'm putting this in a pocket dimension that can be accessed. It'll pop out in an hour, but it's somewhere safe that may be beneficial for keeping it while the events of the next hour play out.
It is wise, I suppose, when we have both the...
I can summon it at any time from there.
Gonna put my boat in the pocket dimension?
I just told Harlan. I didn't tell Lamont.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Lamont. Oh, okay, sorry.
I mentioned you. I talked about you.
Oh,
and
you're
the
right. You
Chaos
were his
people.
Excuse
Yes. I was
Yes,
talking
that's-
about you, not to
As the
you.
chaos people. All right.
Because
Good
Harlan
call.
is like Wendell's best friend, which is really sad because I don't think Harlan feels anywhere near the same way about Wendell, but you know, that's how it is. And he trusts Harlan implicitly.
Oh no, he views you as a definitely a brother of arms. So
Yes. Wendell just doesn't have many friends. Actual friends. He has a lot of acquaintances. He's very charismatic, but yes. Anyways. Ritual, 10 minutes.
All right, so 10 minutes goes by. What's everyone else doing while Wendell does his ritual?
Well, I mean, we busted out, so I guess I should start playing with the dog and be available to help here if they need me, even though there's not much I can help
I'd like
with.
to
So,
imagine that the hyena and Wintress's dragon get along. That's just my head
yeah,
canon.
they
Absolutely.
could be, you know,
Oh,
they could be
absolutely.
friends. Yeah. So,
Sorry,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
no,
No, you're fine. So there's like a hatch, right? We can get out.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Winter's
The whole
gets
back
out.
end opens up.
Yeah, she hops out.
Okay, you all smell the relatively fresh mountain air just rush into this stagnant air that you've been recycling underneath the gelatinous cube, and yeah, bright lights, and Wintress is out. Elviron's out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, too.
Okay, when you guys step out, you see that the large airship is now moving in your direction.
Hey, that thing's coming for us.
Bastard's getting bigger.
whoever has control of the airship, bring it to us.
No, I mean, they're already coming.
Telepathically,
here, so-
add please, in case it's Hal. We don't want to make her mad.
How do we not make her mad?
No, just to
yeah.
Harlan.
He says,
Oh, God.
"Oh, good call."
Wendell just
It's just
Mentally face
echoing through the
palms.
valley. It's echoing off the mountains in the distance. It's coming back. Good call. Good call. Good call.
How high up is the airship at this point?
It's probably like 100 feet off of the off the goo. It
So
was-
130 feet in the air then?
well, yeah, but comparatively, you guys 100 feet and
Okay.
on its way here.
Okay. I just want to fly up and I just want to like directly above the apparatus and
Oh
just
my
Okay.
god!
to the level of the
Stay
ship.
away from my ship.
Okay, all right. You fly straight up and you see the bow of this ship coming directly at you.
Okay. I just wait for it to get here.
Okay, it'll be about 5 minutes probably before it gets there. It's not moving very
Good,
quickly.
that's all I have left. Ugh.
Lamont, you're outside. What are you doing?
I
Teleporting.
like walk up to Wendell.
Okay, who's ritually
and-
casting something?
and that. Did she say howl out loud?
No,
No,
she's been telepathically communicating.
because I'm verbally
Okay.
chanting, you know, for
I
my
see.
ritual, so I was doing the telepathic to convey quick thoughts.
So I go up to Harlan.
Yes.
Check out this sweet boat.
Does it fly?
You know, I don't know. I was gonna have you do that thing where you tell me what it is, or what it really
Oh
does.
yes, I can do that. I suppose I'll do it while we're waiting on the ship.
Okay. He casts identify, on the item, and you find out it's a folding boat.
Lots of ritual chanting.
Can I tell him the word?
Sure.
Won't say it inside.
So how do you tell him?
I'll
Step
write
outside.
it down. I'll write down the passwords and give it to him.
What are you writing?
Don't say those unless you want to activate the boat in these ways, because I think it has like 3 different modes. Or something.
It does. It has a diggy mode. It has like a big ship mode, and then it goes back into its form.
Sweet.
When
Score.
when the ship gets within like 40 feet,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go stand on the railing of the ship
Okay.
and see if I can see anybody.
You see a dark form through the windows of the cabin. You notice that this ship has gone through
Oh no.
a lot. Like it looks
Oh,
like
no.
it's been repaired several times. It looks
Now
like
I'm
it's
sus.
taken damage. It looks like an old ship that's been maintained.
You've been using the time machine.
Hello! Just yells out at the dark form. Is there any kind of reaction? Is it moving?
It looks like it's steering the ship. And by the time it reaches, for that 40 feet, it comes to a stop midair, lowers down just a little bit, not too much, and then you see a form just begin to walk out and back around. Let's go to Igor for a moment. Igor, what are you just rolling around the dirt with your hyena?
Oh no, Ryan is, hanging out inside the vessel, and Igor saw Winter disappear up the way, so we're like, oh, guess I'll figure out what to do. Where's Wendell gotten to?
It's sitting right on the floor behind you, chanting.
Oh, Wendell, you want some help chanting?
Dark chanting, head shake, no.
Okay. Oh, wonder if Mr. Harden needs some help.
About to.
Oh, actually, it's only got somatic components. I can talk all I want. Wow, I should really pay attention to these things. I started with the dark chanting. It was a lot of theatrical effect. Makes me seem mysterious. He's like, Igor, why don't you go outside and tell us how close the airship is? With Spot.
Oh, I can absolutely do that, Master. And Igor's going to happy march over.
Okay.
Stick his head out. How close is it? How's this?
It is about 40 feet above you.
thing?
Directly above you. And as you look up, you hear this loud noise. Sounds like chains just wrenching across something. And you see this heavy, just ball with a chain just fall like next to the machine. And you notice that this is the airship's anchor.
Uh-huh.
Master,
Yes.
it's as
whole-
close
the whole
as our
area
manor
shakes.
is tall, and they dropped
So about
a
40
heavy
feet,
ball.
right. Gets here, Harlan. And I imagine, because it took them several minutes to get here, that I did that the orb goes to my little pocket.
Master, the ship's a mail. They have a heavy bowl.
That's the anchor, Igor.
It's the what?
It's the anchor. You know, like boats have? The heavy
Boats
thing that
have
keeps them from
anchors?
drifting away?
Oh, the giant weighted thing, the hook for catching fish you fling up the side.
Well,
I don't even
how
answer that. I just let him assume and stand up and brush
All
myself
the
off.
anchors are giant fish hooks. Come on, it's fine.
How should we approach this? I say to Wendell.
Diplomatically and politely.
So we'll stay here then.
No, I think that might make her more mad. She really hates it when we don't confront her. Confront things. She hates it when we avoid confrontation, which is what we prefer to do, so we should probably go out there.
Master, should I come away from the door?
Well, if it's Howl, if it's marauders, we can just deal with them. But if it's Howl, we need to be very polite and respectful and
Wait,
nice.
What makes you?
Well, if,
What
if
makes me
Al's
think
coming
it's
to
Hal?
visit,
Because she's the only one who knew, besides us, where our amazingly hidden airship was.
Wendell, don't we want to see Owl?
We do, but we want to see happy Howl. We don't want to see angry Howl, so we want to be very nice to Howl.
What if we just give her gifts and she'll be really happy?
That didn't work last time, so... I don't think that's her love language. I think that's the term these kids are using these days.
Hmm.
Okay, so the four of you are still like in
Wendell
or
is
around
inching
the apparatus.
towards the platform, at like inching out, because he doesn't want to
Okay.
get smoked instantly, but he knows we need to get out there and confront Hal, or whoever this is. He's hoping for marauders, but if it's
Okay.
Hal, you know, that's nice too, I guess.
Alright.
She's nice to look at the very least.
Back
Oh.
up on the ship. Wintress, you see this shadow inside the boathouse kind of like fade away, and then you hear heavy footsteps coming around the corner. And you see this woman with striking canine features and brown with gray streaks all through her hair. She is wearing heavy plate armor that is intricately designed with dragons all through it, and strange bits of light, kind of like RGB, all throughout the thing too. It's kind of strange. You know, our Age of Arcanum, you know, it had to have RGB everywhere. That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah.
But as she gets closer, you notice that a lot of the dragons have been defaced across the armor.
Oh no.
All across.
Oathbreaker.
There are lines and creases. This is battle-worn armor. She has a massive, lightly glowing two-handed greatsword over her back, and at her waist is a one-handed kind of like clockwork-looking weapon. And she looks at you and she's like, "What the fuck? Who are you?"
Hi, my name's Wintress. Who are you?
No one you need to know. Are the idiots down there?
Yeah, they're pretty dumb.
Oh, you know group then.
Is that what they call themselves?
It's so
We gave her a
stupid.
business card.
Do you think she actually read that?
Wendell would like to, yes.
Are you like palling around with them?
I came from like the Feywild. They dropped like a package on me or close to me. And then
That was me.
Oh,
They gave me a present. I said, "Fuck it." I threw it over the ridge.
that's fair. But so I followed them, and then we went into a cave, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of exploring this plane.
Cool. Well, you seem cool. You seem just as stupid as the rest of them. I don't have a problem with you, but I got words
Oh, okay.
for the others. I mean, you want to hang out up here, that'd be fine. I'm going down there.
Oh, I want to hear words.
Cool.
And I'll fly over to her. Like
Mhm.
within, stay like 15 feet away. you don't get within Hal's.
You see her
range.
hand. She's got one hand resting on the little clockwork weapon at her, and you see like her gauntlet squeeze tighter as you get
Yeah.
closer.
Yeah,
and then you
I'll-
stop, and
Yeah,
she's
like within
and,
15
like,
feet.
She's kind of like nods.
So, like, how do you get down from here? Because, like, I can just go over the edge.
Heh. And she just steps up on the railing and drops
Just
off, and you
superhero
see
lands. Yeah.
you see these freaking black, fiery kind of like
No.
dragon wings go.
Ooh.
And she just kind of like they one time, and she lands, and they disappear back into her. They just like they
From-
were never there.
From the top, you just hear, "That's so cool!"
She looks up, gives you a thumbs up, and then looks over, and I believe Lamont was outside of
Wendell
the apparatus.
was outside by this point too.
Okay.
But not as far out as Lamont is. So it's like Lamont and then Wendell and then like Igor and Harlan.
So you guys all see, like, you might be looking up and you just see this kind of canine humanoid form step off the ship. Wings pop out that look very draconic, kind of red, with a little bit of like brimstone kind of fire coming off of them. They flap once and she lands almost silently on the ground. And you see the wizened form of your old friend Howl,
Clutch.
looking like about 60 or 80 years has gone by. Hard years.
Oh, Owl, years have not been kind to you.
I just push him.
I think Howl looks
Just take him.
stunning.
She's like looking at all of you.
Yeah, and Wendell does say that out loud because I think it's just Howl looks stunning because he does, because she's scarier than ever and yet somehow still just as hot. So it's
as in better shape than she was when you knew her. More canine though. Like there's a much more feral kind of
which
canine
means
look.
Igor's
It's like
gonna be way more into her.
it's like the
possibly.
shifter form has taken a little bit more prominence in her life.
Looks
she
like
just
you took
looks-
care of the ship.
Yeah. I
How
think I
long
broke it.
has it been?
Yeah, I guess I should tell you. All right. Look,
Must be a story behind this.
I kicked it.
You died?
Yeah,
We got here and broke something.
I remember that.
I didn't know how to fix it. So I went to look for you guys after I lost you in the caves. And I turned it on.
Uh-huh.
And it
Yep.
kicked me back in time about 80 years into that God's forsaken war.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So me and the ship, we've been fighting for a while.
I'm
Had
so
a couple
sorry to hear
friends. Lost a lot of friends.
terribly
Made
sorry.
new ones. Lost them. Killed a lot of shit. Like,
Congrats.
I'm good at that now. Really good.
You
You
were
were
good
always
at
good
that
at
before. I can't imagine how good you are at it now.
Problem is, anyone that could fix the ship that messed with time, I kind of killed them because that shit's fucked up and I don't like time travel.
Yes.
Even though I'm stuck back here because of you guys and my God. So I
Okay.
made some new friends. They didn't do too well in the last war. It's all right. I stuck around.
Sorry to
And
hear
I
about
waited.
your last set of friends.
They all end up that way, don't they?
I suppose.
Did you look for me?
eventually-
I mean,
Igor? Did you look for me?
we didn't
For
even
me.
know you were gone.
I found you.
I punched
here.
Igor and left. I mean, I punched Lamont and
You-
left. I
Lamont
mean,
was almost dead. But I suppose one of your punches could do that to Lamont. I look at Lamont again, like, have I overestimated how much you've grown? I don't know. And then looks back and goes, I did message you. Or
How many
tried
days has
to.
it been for us?
you guys, it's probably about 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's only been about 2 weeks for us.
Yeah.
Nobody told me to look for you in those 2 weeks' time, else I would have.
We're finding Drumsandi and his... He was kind of an
Oh.
asshole. And,
And there's this great big slime the size of the city.
yeah,
It's
that-
huge.
it's right behind us, Eagle.
Yeah, I noticed
30
it.
feet that way.
Oh, okay. Just catching her up on things.
She grabs a little pouch off of her belt,
Mm-hmm.
reaches in, and her arm goes into this pouch. And you see her like wrist kind of grabbing something. She pulls out, and you just see this, like, it's a decayed Medusa head,
Oh,
and she
the
tosses
undead
it.
Medusa. Demigoddess. There was a
Avatar of a dead god.
Kenku slime that told us about it.
Well, Yeah, I said hello. She started bitching and moaning about I'm an avatar of a god, so
She did sound pretty bitchy when we flew by her.
I can't put up with whining like that. You know, I used to put up with you guys, all the incessant blah, 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 blah. But, you know, it's much better when they're dead. It's so quiet.
Wendell doesn't know if he should say anything. Like, should I be quiet? Is this my cue to shut up? I don't...
So did you do it?
Oh, yes. Brumsandi's machine is... Well, Brumsandi's dead.
Yeah,
we took a lot of his technology apart.
Yes, Harlan. Never really had much of a problem with you, Harlan, but...
What?
We didn't leave on the best of terms. Did you guys really destroy the machine?
We're in the process. We extracted the machine. We were going to get out of the giant slime to destroy it.
We're formulating
That
a
orb gets
proper
to it.
disposal plan.
That thing over there. And she she didn't see it disappear, so she points to the tentacle.
Yep.
Where the orb was. Yeah, the orb thing.
It's fucking disgusting.
Isn't it gross? And I imagine it's like on the ground or just like part of the machine. Yeah, that's how you get to it. So we were going to get out of the ooze first,
right?
So as to not melt, and then.
So you're going to destroy it now.
Yes.
Once it has been properly studied, yes.
Oh, so you're going to take it back into the future. Study it.
I don't think we should take it back into the future. That sounds dangerous. That's where the evil orb of evil cultists are.
You're going to wait around here for Avum's twins to come looking for you and find it.
Oh.
Twins are coming to look for us?
They've always been looking for Brumsande.
Well, let's see.
Brumsandi's very much deceased. Maybe we should.
Twins once.
And I will.
They were a lot of fun.
I'll telepathically tell Harlan, we have all the paperwork. I think we should just break it.
What about the sweet armor?
Time-worn Hal looks over at Wintress, is like, you know, you ever been to a demon party?
Yes. Oh my god, they're so much fun, aren't they?
Yeah, that's where I got the wings. I won them off of a demon prince. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, sounds about right.
You done the gelatinous cube baths?
Oozle Palace.
Have you been to the Oozle Palace? Isn't it the best?
You don't know relaxation. Like after a slaughter of a couple thousand people, I want to just like relax, get the blood off my fur.
Feel like a baby afterwards. Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm not covered in like real big puckered scars. They're just like little white lions now.
Because it like gets rid of all the dead stuff.
Yeah, it's so good. I like you.
You're like
bad.
super fucking cool.
It's too bad.
What?
What's that?
Looks over at Lamont. Hey, asshole.
Hi. Oh.
You find yourself yet?
Every night. You know what I mean. Nice outfit.
God, you're still just as bad. I thought, maybe after like 80 years away, I'd come back and you wouldn't be nearly as annoying.
Like the Dragonborn. No, I'm good. I died. Yeah, I guess that's what,
Like, really?
Kicked off the whole, and now I have like a sworn lust for vengeance. If I see, innocent lives threatened, I just, I just don't even get in my way because I just go right for them. I've done some.
Wow, so when you were like lying dead in the alley, you really were lying dead in an alley.
Yeah, died.
Yeah, I was flying over you in an airship. Like, oh God, it's been a while, but I saw you down there and I had a choice. I could have like got off the ship and looked into you, or I could have gone on to Port Tamale and She won't say her name. She's like she starts to say it, but won't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sucks. You finally died. You kept talking about it. I guess you finally got your wish.
You know, you got to be careful what you wish for. You know, but I feel good. I got this sweet boat here, and you know, that's not too bad. Did you need something?
Well, I can't say hello to my friends.
We did miss you.
I brought your ship back.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. I don't take it personally that you didn't come and check on my corpse, Hal. You know, the universe tends to unfold as it should. And frankly, I got along a lot better with these people once I stopped second guessing everything they did. And
how'd that work out for you?
Well, I mean, I got this boat, so you know.
I got a boat.
She puts her hand out like this. Make a strength save.
Uh-oh.
Or a check. A strength check, sorry.
Oh. Don't harm me.
That's also Lamont and I's strong suit. Strength. That's... Yep.
Okay. So she puts out her hand, and like this kind of like shadow blur just kind of reaches out from her hand, grabs the boat, and it just comes right back over to her hand.
That's not good.
Oh,
Hey,
you got a little folding boat. Yeah, I had it. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks if someone broke this, right? You just got it, right?
She absolutely would.
I give Harlan a look that says, it must be done.
All right.
Are you threatening the boat, or are you threatening me, Hal?
Just kind of squeezes on the boat. Let me see. I'm gonna roll a strength check.
Yeah.
18.
It's got to be done.
He squeezes, and you just hear it cracking. Just cracking in the middle.
Well, that's not going to be a useful boat.
I mean, maybe Harlan could fix it. I mean, it had a fault.
I take one step towards her, and
she
I'm
smiles.
I was like, "Did you come here to pick a fight? Hal, is that the deal? You're bored in our ship, and you're like, hey, I know them. I'll go, break their stuff, kick sand in their eyes, throw your attitude around. What? What's the problem? You and me are square.
You guys are the problem. You literally kidnapped me and drugged me back in time.
We drug you to the docks of the airship and said, explained things, and then said you could come with us or not.
Yeah, you still forced me up there, and then during that time I had to talk with my god because I was in a weird place because you had done some magic mumbo jumbo shit on me. Harlan, I thought we were cool.
Well, to be fair, we didn't know your god was going to invade your mind like that while you were sleeping.
That's the problem. You never know the consequences of your actions.
I never think about consequences.
There are some things I cannot foresee.
Right. Or you don't care to look because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Tosses the boat back over to you. Sorry about your little boat.
I don't grab it, and I look at it on the ground. I gotta kill this trumpet fanfare and roll 20 because things are getting tense, and I take like another step towards her.
There we go. I forgot I was going to switch to something
I'm just
else.
saying.
And Tris is just eating trail mix like popcorn and like just looking back and forth between Group and Hal. Just
Wendell looks just a little sad, like, oh, Hal, you poor thing. But he doesn't say anything. He just looks a little like sad.
What do you want, Hal? You want the money? You want money? You got a sweet.
We don't
lair,
have much of that with us. We didn't bring it into the past.
Oh.
Did you come here looking for a sword fight?
I don't think someone who looks like that needs money.
Yeah. I don't need much. No, I figure I'm getting near the end of my days now. I just have one last thing I think I need to do. And I was kind of hoping maybe just once you guys wouldn't be total dipshits.
Let's watch the language. We got a youth, I think, pixie person.
300 years old.
I was gonna say, I think she's older than all of us.
Yeah.
If anything, the hyena's the youth.
I might be
Igor.
small, but I'm not a kid.
Which is pretty young for a fae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know that.
Okay, all right. You're using language. What? You were hoping we'd what? Give you a big hug? What do you want? A ticker tape parade? You want a kiss on the cheek? What?
All right, fine. Let's just put it all on the table here. You guys had one job, and you still tried to figure out a way to screw it up. All you had to do was break the machine where you found it. And you walk out here and you still haven't done it.
We needed the machine to get out of the ooze first, and then you came down as soon as we were about to break the...
No,
we'll break
machine,
it right now.
I've seen one of these before. They were all over the place in the Age of Arcanum. They were using them as little like infiltration ships. That's got a real rough, crappy version of one, but yeah, that's not it. I know. Where's the disc? There was a disc. Yeah, wasn't there a disc? I mean, I seem to remember some golden thing. Disc? No, but it's in the bauble.
Oh, that's in the bauble. Okay.
Yeah,
She took the power source.
That's true.
Right. So look, you guys are going to screw it up again. And if I had to sacrifice every single thing that meant anything to me to come back here on this ridiculous plan, and you're still going to screw it up, I figure I'll just get you guys out of the way, and then I'll destroy it.
Do you know how... Can you disintegrate things now? Because that is what I think that's what we need to destroy it or something.
I can do a lot of things, and if I can't, I know people who can.
She knows demons, so she probably can.
I don't know if I trust demons with this though. You know, it seems
Guys
like they
so
would use it.
Judgmental. Like, you need to go to a demon party. They're so much fun. Demons are great people.
We have only encountered devils so far, and they were kind of assholes. So.
Yeah, you don't ever want to go to a devil party. That's just asking for trouble.
You see her like roll her shoulders, stretch a bit. So, give me one good reason why I shouldn't just turn you guys all into red mist right now.
Because we do want to destroy it. If you know how, let's destroy it right this second, and then I'll go home.
Breaking machines? I love breaking machines. You want to break the machine? Break it.
What about all the plans that we had?
Well,
what? Yeah.
all the plans that we took from Bronzondi's thing.
Winterfell, could you just hold
All
a second?
papers.
Igor, you were about to say something. Igor, what were you? You cleared your throat.
I was just gonna say that she should disintegrate us because she likes us.
There you go. That's an important point.
I'm not getting that vibe.
You like us.
I'm not getting that vibe.
I haven't liked you guys for about 80 years and a couple days.
How could you say that, Hal? After all we've been through.
I thought we were friends.
After all you subjected me to. I've thought about this day, and I was hoping that maybe you'd talk me out of it, that maybe I was wrong. But you know, I think today is a really good day for someone to die.
You've been wanting to have this fight for 80 years.
If you
Grabs
don't
the
want to
big-
help us destroy it, I
There's
suppose
no need
that's-
for that.
And you see her just take the two-handed sword off, and it glows lightly with moonlight.
Uh-oh.
Like it looks
So
like the
dead.
moon touch sword has been expanded now.
Mhm.
Okay.
You guys want to go?
No! I've never
We're going
wanted
to
to
lunch.
fight you, Hal.
We'll have a sandwich.
Sandwich does sound good. But
You were once
We'll break a
brother,
machine.
but I've killed a brother before.
Hey now.
and I look at
Harlan.
Harlan like he admits it.
We're negotiating, buddy. Come on now. Not you too.
Well, okay, I just look at Harlan like he admits it.
So yeah, Harlan's readying because I mean, she's
How
ready.
would you go about destroying it? We were thinking disintegration. I mean, if you want to fight, we don't want to fight you, Hal. I know you've been through a lot over the past 60 to 80 years, but we came here to stop this thing. It needs to be stopped. And then it would be great if we could all go home after this, all of us. We don't need to fight each other.
I can't go home anymore.
Why not?
That's not a place for me.
Desert and the children will be very disappointed.
Did you just say Nezrin's name?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mistake.
Just see, like, yeah, yeah.
right.
I was-
I remember her.
I was just about to ask Nugget.
that would absolutely put her into battle.
Okay.
After 80 years without Nezrin and her kids, and Wendell coming up here and being like, "Oh, they'll be so disappointed." No, you don't know fucking shit about my family.
Okay, I was
would-
going to ask because I'm like, okay, you've heard what they said. You are I've given you an idea of her life.
It would have been fine. It would have been convincing if they hadn't brought Nezrin and the kids into it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I wanted
Great
you
sort
to
of warning
confirm-
just goes off.
All right. So make sure your characters are up to date because you see Howl
We're all level
just
8, except Hal.
I should see
Yeah.
that.
all of you guys, you're looking at her and you see as we're about to roll for initiative here. Let me clear the initiative order. Clear. There we go. You see, where's it at? You see Howl begin to sense that the combat's going to start. Her anger is just like you said the wrong thing, and you just see blood haze kind of, and her form starts to blur. It shifts between the younger Howl that you guys remember from just a few weeks ago to the time-worn Howl that you see here of future past. There is pain on her face, thinking of the word that you just mentioned that she has not spoken or had uttered around her in 80 years. But there's also a resolute will to make you guys pay for bringing that up and for doing everything. You made her do this. Each and every one of you have made her do this. And you just see that blur, that anger. And for this round of combat, all melee attacks, all physical attacks, physical attacks against Howl are done with disadvantage, as she has a blurred form.
What?
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay, what level are we again?
You guys are level 8.
All right, good.
What's your dex mod, Wintress?
+4.
Okay. I'm going to give you an 18 because you'll go before Howl.
Okay. Initiative.
had a long
Oh, I
rest.
forget. Actually, I got Feral Instinct as a level 7 barbarian, so I get advantage on initiative roll. Is that okay?
Roll again.
Right. I was reading through my stats. I was like, oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can.
Ah, there we go.
I can get Wendell.
Better.
There. It was.
Okay. I was just about to add you in.
Boop, got it.
All right.
Two.
Igor is a 20. Nice. All right. Who are we missing? Lamont. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. I see the problem. You weren't clicking your token, so I'll add you in there. Just give me a second.
Thank you. I thought it was clicked.
Would Wendell have warned Igor that shit's about to get serious?
I think Igor might be able to pick up on that vibe by himself.
Well, I like to think by now, yeah, maybe because she's throwing the sword and she's like, nah, I'm going to kill you and all that. But Igor's like, all right, fine.
And you see her like literally that shadow that grabbed the boat now is kind of like she's basically just flickering, kind of. It's really strange.
She's doing all the things.
Right. So Igor, you are the first to react when it seems like conversations have ended.
She's angry and she means it. That's it. I'm going to have to just teach her one hell of a lesson. And Igor will rage. So she rage.
All right.
And I just measured out the distance here. Let me measure that again real quick.
You're all close enough. Just go ahead. Go ahead. You can move yourselves.
You've got barbarian.
Move yourselves into a position where you think you would be at this point in time from the conversation.
I mean, to be honest though, so Igor would still kind of see her as a friend, even though she's drawing a sword. So I want to hurt her, but not like hurt her.
Okay. And you guys have had enough to be like, you've had a short rest. So I imagine
good.
you're all full health
Great.
at this point.
That's wonderful.
And Wendell, yes, you've had a short rest.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Spells. Glorious
Eagle's
spells.
Charge in with his rage, and he's going to smack her with the warhammer in the chest to try and knock the wind out of her.
Okay.
Ha-ha.
All right. She just kind of steps out of the way and the hammer just swings right past her.
Hey, you're not supposed to dodge. Let's see. I think do I get 2?
Yes, you get 2 attacks.
Yep, that's
Unless
right.
you're frenzying and then you
We don't do combat that much.
3.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I've
understandable.
forgotten. Ha-ha.
Are you recklessly attacking?
No, just regular.
She just kind of like grabs the hammer
Hey,
and pushes it back to you. It's like, try better, Igor.
frenzying.
how dare how?
All right.
I guess it'll end his turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you see Howl flicker and disappear. And then reappear right next to Lamont. Hi, Lamont.
Hey, where'd she go?
And she makes 1 attack.
Did she cast a spell?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to know.
It is a legendary action that she has. That is an inherent ability. Does an 18 hit you, Lamont?
Yes,
That's for
sir,
15
yeah.
damage.
Okay, now can I use my reaction to have that?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yay,
Is that
rogue.
a 7 or an 8?
All right, so yeah, you will half that
7.
damage down. It always goes lower, so
Yeah, you
it will
always
be a
round down.
7. Always round down when it's
Cool.
damage to you.
All right, cool.
All right,
Got it.
Wintress.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Ow! What does she do to me?
She just appears in front of you in that shadowy form and just strikes down with a great sword right across your chest.
Ah. I say nothing. And make fists. Go ahead.
Okay. Wintress, Gilsine, and Elviren, it is your turn.
Excuse me. I am gonna cast Fairy Fire on Hal.
Okay.
On myself. No. So she needs to make a DC 14 Dex save.
DC 14 Dex save.
Yeah.
26.
Okay. She does not glow.
Okay.
And then Elviren is going to. I need to pull up Elviren's sheet. I should have done that already.
Elviren.
Okay, so she has 40 feet of movement. So she is going to go behind Hal.
Okay.
And make a bite attack.
All right.
Oak Ridge boys, come on now.
Or 16, which I don't think hits him.
I will give you flanking because
so it would
facing...
be a straight. It would be a straight roll then.
Because we're at disadvantage for melee attacks to hit her this round.
Oh, that's right. So a straight roll. Never mind. I forgot about that. Okay. So she goes to bite and Elviren's teeth just kind of grab hold of the plate and don't do anything.
She like shakes her head a little bit. It just makes a clanking sound. It doesn't
even move. It's just teeth moving against metal.
Yeah. And then Wintress will fly 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
And that's our turn.
Got it. It is Hal's turn. On Hal's turn, let's see what we got here. Hal makes 3 weapon attacks on her turn. The first will be another great sword attack against Lamont. 23.
Yes.
For 19.
What of it? God damn. And I used my reaction.
You did. All right. Okay. Second attack. Lets her offhand. Let's go of the great sword. Grabs the small sword at her waist and backstabs it towards Elviren. A 15.
That does not hit Elviren.
Okay. And then so she make another attempt at that. Natural 20.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. So that is going to be 19 damage.
Holy shit.
And then Elvira needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 21. Oh god, her charisma's not good. 9.
Until Hal's next turn, Elviren sees everyone but Hal as assassins trying to kill Hal and will protect and attack everyone else.
Till the end of Elviren's next turn.
To the end of Hal's next turn.
So not this turn.
Right.
The next one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, until the end of Hal's next turn, Elviren is now fighting on Hal's side.
Okay.
All right. So that's 3 attacks. It is Lamont's go.
So she is. I want to grab her with the shot gloves. Wow.
Okay. Make an attack.
And I guess I'm within proximity to do that. So.
Oh yeah, you're right there. She's right up in your face.
It's not a sneak attack. Ugh.
Okay, 11 does not. You grab hold, and it seems that the electricity just charges into nothing on her armor.
Okay. And I used my reaction, so I can't disengage.
No. Disengage is a bonus action
for
on
rogues.
your turn. So you can disengage and move.
Oh, separate from a reaction.
Yes.
So you can attack again, or you can dash,
Got it.
disengage, or try and hide.
I'm disengaging, please.
Okay, well, you can only do one of those, but you can disengage and move your full movement.
Disengaging and moving back here.
Okay.
We're in like a big open space, right?
Yes.
You're
on this beach, the kind of a beach area. It's an old road, a big wide open space, nothing in the way.
I like this music, and this is the last fight in the RPG where we're all on the map, and Hal is like 3 times larger than all of us for some strange reason. Just because she's the final boss.
Exactly.
And that's just how it is. Like
for some reason, just looks larger.
House.
It might be an optical illusion. You don't know why, but you know.
We spent a lot of money on it. Here we go. Anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So, Wendell, it's your turn.
Yes. I'm going to do what I do best.
Mm-hmm.
Flick, flick.
Okay. Flick, flick, flick.
Still just 2 flicks, I believe.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, 11
So-
would be 3 flicks.
Yes, 11 would be 3 flicks. So we're at a 2 flicks
flick.
of the handkerchief. Got 2 dice. Let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure that 12 won't hit. However,
No.
would a 23 hit?
Okay, a 23 actually will hit.
Oh, good. So just throwing dice around. D10. Leave the dark one because for 8 points of force damage.
8 points of force damage. Okay, now Hal looks over at you
Flick.
and smiles
Oh no.
and blows you a kiss.
Oh. Well, now Wendell's conflicted.
And then Hal,
There's
using
less room
two,
for galore for a moment.
using 2 of her legendary actions on this turn, will cast at Wendell
Oh no.
a frighten.
Oh.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Don't think I'm particularly good. Oh, actually, it's one of the 2 I'm proficient in. Look at that. That's amazing. It's not strength. That's good. Plus 4, 19.
19?
19. 15 plus
You
4,
resist
19.
the fear.
I do.
Yep.
Because
you just feel
Wendell's carousal is stronger than any base fear effect.
Exactly. You've been afraid of her. It's like,
This
what's the
whole
secret?
time.
I've always been afraid.
I've always been afraid, yet aroused, so,
You
you
just
know.
feel this like aura of just menace wash over
The
you.
carousal just gets stronger, and I'm like, oh,
Right. And then Wendell just kind of does the dog, like the head turn, half head turn, just like,
the
and
handkerchief
really
goes
smile,
like,
like
for
a
second.
genuine smile at you.
Yeah.
All right. Harlan, it's your turn.
All right. I think this calls for the long game.
Mm.
So what I'm going to do is greater invis myself.
Okay. You touch yourself.
Gone.
I don't know why my spells are doing that.
I don't know, man. It's okay. It just was funny.
Touch target
Okay.
self.
All right. So you disappear.
Uh-huh.
Like Holland.
I'm
I can't take my eyes
hoping.
off Hal. She's too scared.
I'm hoping I disappear.
Oh,
I'm
no. No, you disappear.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't have like true sight eyes now. Futuristic true sight eyes.
She has blind sight. Just DM if you remember.
Oh, I did actually add that in.
You just have to be a certain distance away, and then you're invisible.
And then
Well-
I take a few steps back, knowing
And-
her abilities.
Right,
We
right.
did know
And
that from previous.
You
yeah.
take a few steps back, and Hal looks over directly at you and watches you walk away.
Directly at me.
Directly at you,
All right, then I move this direction.
and she follows you.
Fuck!
Need to be up on the cart that's singing spells, invisible. No, because she see the carpet. Yeah, no. She sees you, Harlan. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so, all right. Anything else you want to do, Harlan?
Bonus action?
A bonus action? I don't think I have one right now.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
When Hal's blind sight she's gotten better at it. over the
Apparently,
decades, and has blind sight out to 100 feet.
100 feet.
So if I
That's
turned invisible
smacking.
and used Eldritch Blast really far away, I'd be okay, but I
Yes.
don't have invisibility.
Age of Arcanum shenanigans.
Yep.
All right,
Holy
fine,
shit.
fine. I don't. Well, I'm done.
Okay.
I don't have anything to do right now.
At the beginning of this next turn, before Igor's turn, the blurring that was around Howl it looked like it was almost tearing her apart. The longer that she's been doing this, there's more and more pain on her face.
Okay.
It starts to subside, and you see Time Worn House solidify. She is no longer disadvantaged to attack her. She looks around and smiles and says with great malice, I think it's time for a group hug. I need a DC 18 strength save from everyone.
Well, that's going to be really shit for me.
And she just opens up her arms.
Unless I crit or get a 19.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Harlan, you don't move. Igor, you get sucked right next to Wintress. Lamont, you get sucked right next to Wintress. So Igor flies all the way over here. Lamont comes over.
Did I not pass the save?
You
With the
did.
20?
No, you passed.
Oh.
Wintress is fine.
And yeah, I'm sorry. I might have. I think I might have said something
Harlan's
wrong.
fine.
And then, no.
Harlan got a 19?
Lamont. Yeah, Lamont and Igor.
And me. I
you,
mega
okay.
failed. Yes.
And Elviron was already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that
Igor, it's your
carousing
turn.
look, I did not have the strength to refuse her with a nat 1.
You just got sucked all the way back. She
I
disappeared.
just
and
walked
then-
over. I was like, hello.
Well, I mean, it just
Group hug,
makes it
okay.
easier for me to do what I wanted to do.
Figured you'd appreciate
Can I
that.
attack over this guy right here?
Oh yeah, yeah. You can move. You can move if you want to.
All right, I'm gonna step over here to the side.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna blast her in the back recklessly.
Okay.
With me warhammer too.
All right.
So
Well, you would have advantage anyway, but you can reckless that.
he's
Yeah.
being reckless.
Okay.
Also, do you
that,
have frenzy?
That hits.
You have the 3 attack thing?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
All I have is savage attacks.
I wasn't sure what kind of a barbarian you were. I
reckless
thought you were the
attack.
frenzy barbarian, but I
Okay.
would be wrong.
All right. Your first hit works.
All right, perfect. And I'm gonna hit her again. Ah! Ooh.
And that just does hit. Like she goes to catch it again and it slips off of her gauntlet. She misses and it hits her in the chest and she just looks at you like, okay, all right.
Now, how? Stop it. He's chastising her angrily.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Igor?
Besides the chastising, no.
Okay. Wintress.
Hey, Igor, can I cast something on you?
Oh, all you want.
Okay. I'm going to assume that is a willing yes.
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
yeah.
And I'm going to cast Enlarge on
Oh my.
Igor.
What are you
Okay.
enlarging on,
Ooh.
Igor?
Oh my
kidding.
Just Igor
Sorry.
himself.
I'm in the gutter. Sorry.
It's a
I
full
shall-
body enlarge. I
I
mean,
shall intimidate her.
So his size doubles.
Ooh.
Weight is
Igor.
multiplied by 8.
Woo! I could
So
sit
you are
on
now a large creature.
and you add a D4 on your attacks, I think.
With these weapons, while these weapons are enlarged, the target's attack
Oh.
with them deal 1d4 extra damage.
Igor, you do
It
get a
doesn't-
third
it
attack.
It doesn't
You get a
increase
bonus
odds to
action
hit.
attack.
Oh, it gives me a bonus action to hit?
Mhm.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and make you
It's
go
like I
ahead and make
thought you
another
had
attack.
3. I thought because you and Al had 3.
I get so. You want me to go ahead and hit Dungeon Master?
Yes, go ahead. Make your you
Okay.
had a third attack. Go ahead. You don't get the
Alright,
D4 this time. But you'll get it next time.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
All right, and
that's-
because you're
that's
recklessly
fine.
attacking, that's a 20. You hit, and it's a really good hit. The first one, she
Well, I think the reckless is only for my first attack.
no,
I
no,
think.
it's your
No,
no. Reckless
it's
is your it's
All
just
attacks.
for a round.
just for a round. Okay.
And
got
you
it.
get to
Yes.
make a third attack as a bonus action.
And if you have a reaction, like
With
if you
your
get a
frenzy.
reaction to attack, you can make that recklessly as well. You could choose to make it recklessly.
Okay, got it. Okay.
All right,
got
so she missed grabbing your second attack, and then you just follow up with a massive solid hit to her chest, and it knocks the wind out of her a little bit.
it. Good. She needs to feel the burn.
Okay. Wintress, was there anything else you wanted to do?
Yes. That was my action. I'm gonna go over here. Just cause.
Okay.
Still up in the air. And then Elviron is going to. Who is she gonna attack?
She could attack anyone.
Yeah. I think
Other than-
she's intelligent, so she's
Mhm.
gonna come and she's gonna attack Wendell.
Okay.
For a bite attack. For
yes,
23?
that definitely hits Wendell. Yes.
Okay, so it does 1d6 plus 1d6 cold. 2d6. So
6.
1 piercing and 5 cold damage.
Cool.
All right. And that's your turn. And Environs?
Wait, hold on. No, I did that right. Okay. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
That's our turn.
It is Hal's turn now. Hal looks at her being surrounded right now and just smiles. This is going to be fun. She shakes her head off a little bit, and it seems like some of the battle damage that she took might be going away just a little bit. Shakes out her mane, and she's like, "Okay, let's have fun." And she will make one great sword attack. Actually, you know what? She's going to make 3 group killer attacks, one at each one of you.
What?
The first one will go at Super Igor.
Mighty Igor.
Missing.
Yep.
The next one is at Lamont. 15 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
My AC.
You take 12 damage,
Okay.
and I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, lordy.
All right.
21.
You are now immune for the duration of this fight to that ability. You cannot be you cannot be charmed by her attack. All right. And then at Wendell. 16.
Oh, that just hits.
Okay. You take 17
Ow.
points of
And
damage.
I need to make that
and,
save, don't I?
Yep.
Oh, well,
strong
10
suit.
plus 8 is 18, so
Oh,
I'm good.
and now you're immune to it.
Yep.
I'm going to make a mark on the ones who are immune. Let's see, immune and immune. All right, great. All right, so Hal's turn is over.
Does Elviron make the save, or does it just automatically end?
It automatically ends at the. So she now like if Byron shakes her head and is like, what did I do? And now you have control over again.
Okay.
All right, Lamont Quinlan, it is your turn.
So I'm next to her
Yes, again.
but I can only attack once with the gloves, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But you can attack twice with your cool new swords that might
All
do
right,
something
cool
to her.
new swords.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have
Right.
cool swords.
You might turn
I'm
her
going
to
with cool
stone
new
or
swords.
something else, possibly.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I tone down the gloves and I swing with the sword, baby.
It bounces off her armor.
Oh, what about this action? How about the 23?
That one does hit. Which one of the cool new swords are you using?
One's black.
You have the East Wind sword and the West Wind sword.
Well, I swing first with my right, and then, like we said before, the Lamont is left-handed, so he goes in with the left with the west.
Okay, so the West is the one that you attacked
Yes.
with this time.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Then that is a DC 13. You get to choose. You could try and make Hal drop something. Oh, wait, sorry. This is the Blade of Medusa. DC 15 concentration show. Okay, so she makes a con save.
Oh.
And shakes it off. Don't forget, you also get your sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. And your damage.
Yeah,
Oh.
roll your damage and your sneak attack, please. All right, 7 damage and
That's-
then roll sneak attack.
1d6.
No, your sneak attack
Yeah.
should be at least 3d6, possibly more.
All right, it's 3. Sneak attack on my sheet.
It should be
Yes.
if you
Okay.
kept it updated.
I'll
I
look at
have.
you.
I'm level 8. No. I mean, in roll 20.
All right,
I'm checking.
Roll rogue, roll 8. 46.
There
Hey
you
now.
go.
Thank you.
It's even better. So you get to put 46 damage.
It's worth doing. 15.
Okay, so you do 25 damage to Hal.
And then can I use my bonus action to disengage?
Yes, you may.
Didn't like that, did you?
She goes, no. And with a legendary action, disappears and reappears right next to you and makes an attack.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Paul is a
she
very
makes
vengeful woman.
16 hits you again?
Yeah, that'll
Yes.
hit him.
Okay. And so that is for 13 damage.
Okay.
But
And
you
I
do
don't
have
get
your
the
reaction back now.
I
so
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can half that damage.
All right. So that's 6. All right. All right. We're still in it. Ow! Come on now. Aren't you bored of this? Don't you get tired of this after so many years of hurting people?
Have
You know,
you
it never
stopped?
gets old.
Have you stopped being that which hides in the night and stabs bad people?
It's the terror what strikes in the dark.
Whatever. It's been 80 years.
The heartbreak. The heartbreak.
I like how no one in
know-
group ever gets that title right and it drives them nuts.
And all I say is know thyself, Hal. And then I do a cool fucking this action business.
Okay. All right. It's Wendell's turn.
Well, I'm going to keep up with the good old flick.
Okay. Flick away.
Because if she has legendary actions, she probably has legendary resistances, and going to flick.
Flick.
Oh, that's really good. That is a 28 and a 22.
All right. Both hit.
Because I've decent attack when it comes to spells. Don't make me hit things physically. Alright, so math 15 total. 15 force.
Okay. With both attacks?
Yes, one was a 9, one was a
Okay. You start to see a little battle wear on Hal now. There's a bit of blood at the corner of her mouth. She's just smiling and still having a ball.
Oh yeah, that's
Anything
all.
else?
I will bonus action drink a regular healing potion.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Glug.
Okay, before you add that,
Oh no.
with legendary action, time is my ally now. You drink it, and you're like, yes, I feel great. And then your house is like, and it's like, you just kind of reverse.
Interesting.
And now you've got the potion in your hand, you haven't taken it, and you've used your action.
Legendary reactions. So I still have the potion, I haven't used it because...
You still have the yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
be that mean. You still
Okay.
have the potion. It's just you've lost the action to do it that turn.
The bonus action, cool. That's it.
I wasn't sure if that was going to come in handy or not. I was wondering. Okay,
That's one of
Harlan.
her legendary actions?
that is a legendary action,
Good.
yes.
Just making sure.
All right.
You've seen all three now.
Fool! You have left yourself open. Fireball!
Poor Lamont.
Oh no.
And Igor. And everyone.
It's fine.
Oh, no. Just Hal and
Lamont.
Lamont.
Okay.
Because I know Lamont can typically
Evade.
handle a fireball.
Yeah, yeah, he could actually get no damage from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Roll. Okay. I'll make a dex save.
I mean, I know that.
You can
Dex
dodge
save,
those.
Harlan.
Ah!
Ooh.
Okay. She's going to use one of her legendary reactions to force a pass on that.
Mhm.
That's
It's one.
first one used. I'll make that adjustment.
Yeah, make a
And so
save,
she
Lamont.
takes 14 damage.
Dex save.
Yes, Lamont, dexterity save.
Okay,
Oh.
you're good.
You take half damage.
Yeah, you take well, you have evasion. Why would he have advantage?
Oh, I thought evasion gave him advantage.
Evasion,
Well,
you
No,
get
no.
to make a save, and if you succeed, you take
No damage.
No damage, and if you fail, you only take half. So it's like you always succeed on the saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you succeed with no damage.
Oh,
So you take
on
14
dexterity
fire.
saving throws.
yeah.
So 14 fire, but better than
Well-
28 fire, and it could have been 0 fire. So
Okay. Anything else you want?
Apparently I caught them both by surprise.
That stings.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
I will pull out my flying carpet and place it down, and then I'm done.
Okay. Back at the top of the round, before Igor goes, Hal screams in frustration. Enough of this! Won't you all just die? And the blur comes back to her form. It just like it's rippling out of her.
I feel
And
like
then-
over the past 80 years, Hal forgot how tenacious group was, and that we're a bunch of cockroaches who, the one thing we won't do is die. We'll get really close quite often, but we don't actually keel over. Yes.
And so shadowy visions of the old and young of her rip out. And she makes one great sword attack at each and every one of you.
Oh.
Wow.
So we will start at the top of the order. This one is at Igor. Natural 20.
Ooh,
Yeah, that hits.
That's 21.
21 plus 8,
28.
29.
Then
29.
halved because
Well, you
So-
you can have the slashing, but you take the full radiant because I don't think you can have.
yeah,
So you
that's
take-
right. Only physical.
8 radiant, and then 10 slashing.
Yeah.
18. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wintress. This one goes. I know you're up in the air, but the shadow thing just goes right up at you. 23
Mm-hmm.
for 16 damage.
So half of that would be what?
How do you have it?
No, I'm not having it for my concentration.
Oh, okay. So that would be
8.
you just need to roll higher than a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a con check, right?
Yep.
Or
Con save.
saving
Con
throw?
save.
Con save.
Okay, I'm good.
You're
you're
fine. All right. Lamont. 19 for 17 damage.
Did I blow my reaction?
Yes.
No.
no, it
Evasion
is-
isn't a reaction. You still have your.
well,
I think. No, he did use it
until his next
on the
turn.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
you used
because
it.
he
you
got
still
hit
got-
immediately after his
evasions.
turn, and he used it.
And no, you take the full damage on 17.
Because you can only use
Okay,
your
okay.
uncanny dodge once per round, once per
right.
your turn.
And
bad.
then
That takes me on to
Wendell gets
2.
missed.
Ah! Ah!
And Harlan,
Shocked.
I don't think a 16 hits you. So she swings, but it looks like she doesn't have not sure exactly where you are. Maybe she can only see like where your movement's taking you. And so now it's your turn, Igor, after this explosion and all the shadows return back to her, and she just kind of comes back to the hole.
Ow, stop dividing yourself. And he's going to charge up in front of her
Okay.
and whack her with the hammer.
Okay.
Ha ha.
That hits.
Roll 1d4. 1. Okay.
Okay.
Gonna hit again.
That's a
Ah!
miss.
And then I get one more.
Yep, you get one more.
Ah.
That also does. Oh no, you're reckless. So that 25 would hit.
Oh.
So you can add a d4. Yeah.
Yep. Add another D4.
It's 26, that's pretty good.
Okay. You would imagine that at this point, it looks like Hal might be bloodied.
Oh, perfect. She also gets advantages on attacks against me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No. I chastised and I beat her. I'm good.
Okay, great. Wintress.
Wintress is gonna come up to Hal here.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to make an attack with her short sword of wounding.
Okay.
26 to hit.
A 26 to hit does work.
For 7.
Okay. And she has to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw?
After she takes the damage at the start of her turn.
Okay.
And then my second attack with my regular short sword for 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
For 11.
All right.
And then I'm going to move back out of her range. And then Elviren is going to come up here, as essentially take Wintress' spot and make a bite attack.
Okay, go for it.
20 to hit.
She gets through. She finds a soft spot in the armor.
For 6 piercing and 2 cold.
Okay.
And that is our turns.
All right. At the end of your turn, legendary action, she appears next to Wendell and will make a great sword attack.
Of course she will.
Missing.
And misses! Wendell's
Wow.
like... just in a constant state of carousal at this point. Like,
Okay, and now it is Hal's turn.
Oh no.
You see Hal take a deep breath and okay, D4, she'll make a con save.
Yep. Even
And
80-year-old
effect
Hal
ends.
is just so hot.
Yeah.
All right, -2. At the beginning of her turn, she just seems to feel a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then with, oh, I didn't give her that. Okay, good. All right, that's another thing I don't have to worry about. Perfect. Let's see. Use that. All right, so she gets a little frustrated that she didn't hit Wendell.
Ugh.
And so she's going to make all 3 great sword attacks at Wendell this time.
Oh, I might die.
So first one, 28
Yes.
for 12.
Okay. Yep.
25 for 21.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
And a miss, I think.
Yep, that's a miss. Whoo! That's a miss.
All right.
That's bad.
All right. And that is the end of Hal's turn.
Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, it's Winter's then. Oh yeah.
It's
No,
it's
it's
Lamont's
Lamont.
turn.
No, it's my turn. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay. I want to go up and attack twice with my swords. With my last breath, I approach and attack twice. Here we go. Oop. This is the east with a 12. Hey,
That
now,
bounces
look
off her
out.
armor.
22.
22 does hit. That's the west again.
Elviren's going to use her reaction to infuse that strike, and it'll do an additional 1d6 cold
Okay.
damage.
Nice.
Roll your damage,
All right. Okay.
and then add a d6.
And I don't get a sneak attack.
You do.
No, you do get a sneak attack. You're surrounding.
I
so
do.
Yeah, so 6 plus your sneak attack.
Cool. Here we go. So okay, so that's 1d6 for their super cool cold
Cold.
damage, which
Yep.
was
Okay,
a
that's
6,
12.
baby.
46 for your sneak attack.
And then 46.
13.
All right, so 25 again.
Get away from him, you bitch!
Love the alien reference.
All right.
I don't think that's out of line since she's the final boss.
Nope. Turns around and looks at Igor
Yeah, no, you
with
won't
legendary
do.
action, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh,
Very
you're fine
wise.
with this, Igor. Doesn't matter if you succeed or fail.
No.
20.
Because Igor can't be frightened while raging at this level.
Yep. All right. So it is now Wendell's turn.
Oh, yes. I'm very close, and I dislike being quite so close. But you know, I think we might cast a spell. Because she's very close. We're just going to waggle the handkerchief instead of flicking the handkerchief at this point. Waggle it, and while it's waggling, bonus action, trying to take a bigger health potion, while she's distracted hitting Igor, and I'm going to cast Blight on Hal.
Okay.
I imagine she's got a really good con save, but, you know, half damage is better than none. So she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Against what DC?
18.
23.
She will take half of this damage. Half of this damage, which is 8d. No, it's not 8d8. Let me... Don't know what happened there.
It takes 1.
38. There.
Okay. So 15, 19 damage.
Yes. Not bad. 19 necrotic damage is like a lovely little aboleth aura kind of wafts out, and
you see her cough, and it
how-
kind of like little black
And
kind
then
of
I
comes out her
take-
lungs.
this potion.
She looks over at you.
Cool.
All
Take
right.
that.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm alright. That's my action, my bonus action, and a spell slot.
All right. Harlan Flip Cloak.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me double check the range on this here. Okay, I gotta move in. So I'm gonna fly in on the thing there, carpet,
Okay.
and do a life transference on our friend there, Lamont, who is
A man.
So you get
38.
38, yeah.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a great spell, especially for a necromancer, but great spell.
I feel much better.
All right. Anything else, Harlan?
I will fly away.
Okay. Bravely done.
Yes.
At the start of this turn, well, you've seen like each time that Howl has done other things. Now she kind of like, you see her breathing heavy. There seems to be like this energy kind of like just radiating up and off of her now. All right, Igor, it's your turn.
Okay, perfect. After all that, it's time for a beatdown.
Okay.
Recklessly attacking. Wham!
Okay, 22 hits.
And yeah. I'll put her down in the ground with my hammer.
Ooh.
Ooh, brutal critical. You have that, don't you?
Yeah. You've got the half-orc thing and barbarian thing, I think.
You score. I have savage attacks. When you score a crit hit with a melee, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage.
Nice.
Okay. So you get to roll one more.
It's a D10. Yeah, roll.
Yeah.
D10.
Oh, it's 2. Yeah.
It says plus. It's normally 1d10 plus 4 budgeting.
No, but
Is
you
the-
just get to roll one more dice.
one more d10. Okay, just make sure.
Okay, good. So that's
Nice.
10, 21, 23.
Okay, and then one more hit. Because that was
Okay.
2 attacks.
That was 2 attacks.
Aha!
A brutal
And
crit
that-
was 9th level. Yeah.
That just hits. All right, for 5, 7. All right.
You can see. Yeah, you gotta double that rage too. So beautiful.
Okay.
Trying to roll
Anything else?
Oh, I think that's it.
How
Okay.
is future Hell looking right now?
She's looking pretty bad off right now.
All right.
She's got to be hurting by now.
Legendary action. She makes an attack with the small sword at Wintress. 17.
Hold on,
Dude,
I
you did like
can't.
48 damage. That was be. That's nasty.
17 will hit me.
Okay. You take 8 damage, and I need a charisma saving throw.
Hold on. She was never part of group.
That is true.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking.
She is now.
I think she is anyway, so.
When we have to have a meeting at, the round table and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We never voted.
We didn't vote. We didn't take a vote.
Yeah, you did vote.
We just gotta show her. How much
Okay,
we love
so Igor is no longer
her.
So you were small.
enlarged.
Oh.
And then my charisma saving throw is 14.
And 14's not enough. You are now fighting on the side of Howl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's your
not
turn.
Right. Oh no.
That
Okay.
was bad timing.
You see these crazy mortals messing
Yeah.
with your new friend you think is so cool.
She's so cool. I'm gonna
Like dragon wings and everything.
I'm gonna short sword of wounding Lamont.
Okay.
Why would you do this?
14 doesn't hit.
Oh my god. It does. I have
Yeah,
a
he's got 13.
I was gonna say
awfully
that.
low AC.
Lamont's, yeah.
For 10 piercing
I
damage.
think your AC
know-
should be higher. Are you wearing glamored studded leather? You are wearing glamored studded. What's your dexterity, Lamont?
16.
So plus
That's
3,
3.
and the base AC of glamored studded leather is 13. He should have a 16 AC.
Okay, he has a 16 AC.
Your AC should be 16, because I have glamored studded leather.
Okay, well then that would miss.
Okay. And then my other short sword 13 will not hit.
Change that on your sheet, Lamont. Reflect your actual
That's
AC.
not what D&D Beyond says.
Do you
But,
have
okay.
glamored studded leather on your sheet in D&D Beyond?
Okay. Play the game. Yes. No, probably.
Okay,
Probably not.
any bonus actions? Or do you command Elviron to do anything?
Yeah, I guess since she's on Hal's side, she's gonna command Elviron to bite Lamont.
Okay.
And Elviron just looks really confused. But
Because
bites
Elvira
Lamont.
had this happen to her too, so imagine she's super confused, like, I don't know who
Yeah.
we're fighting.
okay. It'll miss
Oh!
anyway.
Yes. Good.
And that's our turns.
Okay, well, that didn't work out quite the way I wanted it to. For
I
Howl.
tried.
No, I know you did.
You did
so
try.
you see her take a deep breath again, and she seems to be a bit better.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Hold on, that was all right. She was at that, so she is now at that. All right, and it is her turn, so she will. She's going to turn and look at Igor and strike at him with advantage with
Bring it
the
on.
killer. 18.
Misses.
Okay, strike again. 16. Strike again.
Ooh.
23.
tired.
Three hits.
Can't hit what you can't see. Oh.
So 15. You take 8 damage.
Yeah.
And I need you to make a charisma saving
Oh,
throw.
no.
Ew.
You didn't pass this already?
Did
Dang.
he? No, he didn't.
Oh, but
my
he does
God.
with
Yes.
only 2 charisma.
We go for the charisma.
Okay, I don't think
Because-
Hal's gonna make it
because,
now.
you know-
That
Group is stronger together.
What you say, master?
okay. That was bad. That was really bad for poor Hal. All right, so
I have a question.
That's yes.
It's the end of her turn, right? So I'm no longer charmed.
Correct?
It's
That
the
would
end
be
of her
correct.
next turn. Okay.
So yeah, you're no longer charmed now.
Very
And
brief charm. Ugh.
yeah, and so she's going to. It's Lamont's turn.
Becky, what was that damage you just did?
I didn't hit you.
No.
She missed.
All right, you
Yeah.
missed. That's right. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm swinging twice at Hal.
Okay.
East.
Oh!
crit.
Nice.
With sneak attack.
With sneak
That's-
attack,
So roll
we'll take the first damage there, and then the
Yeah.
second damage.
8d4. No, 8d6. 8d6. That's a fireball.
Yeah, that's 8d6.
Really?
Yes,
So-
because you get crit sneak attack.
All right, so
9 plus
38,
14,
43.
And then miss.
And then a miss. So 43 damage. You really catch how not like looking. And it
There it is.
drives her down to one knee almost. And she just kind of struggles back up.
Did I find purchase?
She spits out a little blood and laughs. Her teeth her fangs are bright red. All right. Before your turn, Wendell,
I'm sure.
she's going to make an attack with her greatsword with her legendary action.
At who? At me?
21. Yes.
Yeah, that hits. For 16?
For 16.
All right. Yep. Yep. Cool.
All right. Your turn.
Oh no. Okay. How bad does she look?
About as bad as you do.
That's really good. I could flick at disadvantage because I'm right next to her, or I can use my last spell slot to do one more blight. I think
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna have to do. So she needs to make a Constitution saving throw
All right.
because this can't. Yeah.
All right. She fails, but she will use her second legendary action
Okay.
to force a pass.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your damage.
42 halved is 21.
All right. Still standing.
Oh no! So she was looking better than I was looking.
Well, I mean, percentage-wise, she has a
Still.
lot of health.
Yeah, still okay.
All right. Legendary action, because she's getting desperate. She's not waiting these things out. She turns, like she hits. She's still looking at you. You hit her with a blight, and she just
Like a
slaps
blight.
you with a great sword.
Wiggle.
28
She does. That definitely slaps.
for 20.
And Wendell's unconscious.
Lost her.
She blows you a kiss.
Heart flutters as
Harlan.
he falls to the ground.
I'm going to attempt to do something similar. And I'm going to fly forward and
Okay.
attempt to hit her with the greatsword.
Okay.
What?
22 does hit. Anything else?
Bonus action. Nope. I was hoping that put her down. Oh well.
Igor's
Yeah,
got
that's
a
it.
chance.
Come on, Igor.
Igor.
Do it. Right.
Senior Master collapse. You're getting slapped across the face with the sword. There's a big sword imprint on like the side of his
How
face.
could you? You
Look
should
at
know
Igor.
better than to hit the master.
Now you did it.
You gonna smack?
20 hits.
Okay. I'm not big anymore.
Oh, if Igor wins this, I mean, that's
21.
just the. There you go, baby.
And
Ah.
No.
19? Does a 19 hit?
19 does not.
yeah.
14. 28.
You notice his attacks don't do quite as much damage.
Interesting.
Oh dear.
It is magical Warhammer, so I don't know.
It's fine. It's
But
fine.
she's driven down, like she is really breathing hard. She is possibly in single digits here.
But you know, sneeze on her. I don't know.
And then
It's
she'll
her
use
turn.
her
Yeah.
last legendary action to attack Lamont. Turns around and swings at him. 19.
Ah.
14 damage.
Woo.
I think you can
then-
resist this though, because you didn't get hit last round, so you can
Right.
Yeah. uncanny dodge that. The 7.
So Wintress,
7.
it's your turn.
I am currently flanking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Then
Now
I'm
you are.
going to short sword of wounding for a 19, which doesn't hit. And my regular short sword for a natural 20
Ooh.
Mhm.
on myself
All right.
for 11.
And
Elvyrin will use her reaction to infuse that for an extra.
well, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and describe how you take out Hal. Cool. I mean, it's fitting.
Yeah.
That Wintress
Hal's
puts down
replacement.
Hal.
Myself. Wintress sees Wendell go down, and she's like, "That's not good." And Hal turns and faces Lamont, and when she's kind of like catty corner to her, she just takes her first short sword and like does kind of like a feint towards the neck, and then with her left hand she just slips that other short sword up like past a nick in the armor and just straight through the side and like up through her heart, kind of like an upper diagonal, because Hal's super tall. So
right. So you don't outright kill her because she gets a dramatic moment, but she's dying. Yeah. So that happens. You guys are now out of initiative, but Hal kind of falls down on one knee. You see her like spitting up blood. There's blood pouring out from the wound, and she like looks over at Wintress like, nice. Yeah, good addition. I almost thought you had me, Igor.
Master.
Good boy. And he falls, and she lays down, kind of lays down next to Wendell. Gives him a kiss on the cheek.
He'll never know.
And you see like the dragons on her armor kind of light up a little bit. And she does lay on hands as her last act to pop Wendell back up. And then she just kind of rolls over on her back, and you just see her bleeding
I think
out.
Wendell like jerks and looks over and sees Hal's next to her. And he's like, at first he's really confused because he's like, I've never been laying next to Hal ever in my entire life. My cheek feels warm. This is weird. Is that from the sword? I don't know. I said something happened here, and then he's like, wait, she's died. She's. He debates spare the dying.
Master. Igor's gonna come over. Master!
Then he's immediately glommed by Igor and thinks, no, Hal needs to be at peace now. She seemed to have gone through some shit.
It's like, I knew I could count on all of you.
We'll miss you.
And nothing's ever easy with us fuckers, is it?
Never. Dabs it from his mustache.
Break that fucking machine. And she just kind of like, just kind of nods out.
How many hit points did she give me? Just out of curiosity. How much? Lay on hands.
45.
Ah! I feel much better. I feel 2/3 of my health.
Pretty much everything she had.
Yeah. If not more than 2/3. Yeah. 15 more. Yeah, but 2/3. Springs up. And just puts a head on Hal's shoulder. Gives like a pat. Still like afraid she might slap him for. I think she wanted that.
I don't think I want to be friends with you guys if that's how you treat them.
This is not how this look. Don't listen to what Lamont says. Because Lamont says he's died like 8 times. Lamont's only technically died once, and it wasn't from us. Hal was always a troubled individual. And I think accidentally going back into time and dealing with the Age of Arcanum and all the wars made her even more troubled. And I think she always was a little bit suicidal in some of her combats. Sometimes more than a little. And I think maybe part of her fighting so many things was she wanted to find something to best her, and nothing did. Except... And he pulls out a business card. Group. And he chokes up a little bit.
Whoever her soul is, I hope She's at peace now.
I would say Bahamut, but I'm looks at her dragon armor. We'll say Bahamut. That sounds accurate. Still, it's questioning a little bit there. It looked kind of scarier than usual. But, yes.
I like drop my swords. And I just like walk up to her like, there's just some people who need to know what the end's gonna be like. We need to control what the last fight's gonna be like. And I hope that you get the peace and death that you could not find in life. And then I look at Wintress and I go, way to go, new meat.
That was a good hit, right?
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
were
I
kind
missed
of
out on a
on
couple
the
of
ground.
things when I was 6 seconds or so that I was under, but well, yes, Igor, and and I imagine Igor's still like sniffling. There. You have.
You'll be monster.
I'm not going to die
Yes,
at this
you are.
moment. And no, here, have a handkerchief as proof of my non-death.
So what are you gonna, do with her? You should put her in the ooze.
I don't. Well, we have a couple. This is a whole
It's a
new
really
decision.
easy way to get rid of a body.
I think that's a great place to start. Stop right there, because we've gone like, what are you going to do with the body? Let's
It's a great line. You can put her in the. It's a great line.
I think that's where we're
Wendell,
in. I didn't
looks
know.
like he's-
Directed by Deception
Yeah,
Chick.
it's kind of like, yeah.
All right, that was something. Sorry we ran a little long there, but
we had to.
we had to give Hal her due. Hal deserved a crescendo there. It was
Got
something
both
that
of Wendell's spell slots. That's pretty rare.
yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
I think it's the second time Wendell's ever been unconscious in the game.
That's it's something we had talked about a little bit when Hal first stepped away. An idea of maybe her coming back and
Mhm.
being something you guys had to overcome. I didn't put her in where I thought I was. I thought this was a nice kind of, she's gone through some shit and she needs her friends to help, but she can't ask because, damn it, she's still mad. So I think it worked out pretty well. Let's check in with Nugget, who is our Hal and also our Chaos Queen Wintress. How was tonight for you?
That was a roller coaster. It was weird seeing my character in someone else's hands, though they were very capable hands. I think you did a fantastic job with her. I'm very happy with what happened. I know we discussed when I left Hal, we discussed some things like what we wanted to do with her and things like that. But in the end, I was like, I trust you to, give her an end. And I loved it. I think it was fantastic. I'm very sad because I really loved Hal as a character, and I was sad to leave her, and I'm sad to see her die, but god damn, she was fucking awesome at the end. Like, that fight was insane. Like, holy crap. Yeah, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I play Wintress Gilsine, the Drake Warden Ranger, formerly Hal, the shifter fighter / paladin, excuse me. That was a blast. My favorite part was Igor did something. I can't remember. I'm still kind of in shock from the battle,
Yeah.
but Igor did something that made me laugh. Can't tell
Was
you
it
what
with the
it was.
hyena? 'Cause that was
Probably.
adorable.
What happened to the hyena during the fight? Like, it just disappeared.
He's hiding in
It's
the
just
back.
gone.
It's fine. Yeah.
It jogged up with a large dinosaur bone that it found, and it
Nice.
looked really happy. It missed the entire
Just
fight. 'Cause it was
munching.
gone for 5 minutes.
But yeah, that's me. I'm very happy with how Hal's story ended. So thank
Awesome.
you, Frank. That was great.
I'm glad. And because we sent her back in time, there are 80 years worth of stories you can still tell with
Mhm.
Hal. So, and there's also things like resurrection. So if you really wanted to come back, no one's truly
Mhm.
dead at D&D. I mean, come on.
Unless we
Um,
throw you in the ooze, and then you gotta get a
unless-
9th level spell.
Yeah,
No.
something like that. All right, so let's go check in with Lamont Quinlan, who how could have put Lamont down, but you notice as soon as he got low, she turned away and went after other people.
Harlan's bump of also life transference was also baller as fuck.
Oh, that was freaking amazing.
Have 40 hit points.
So how was it for you tonight, Mr. Lamont Quinlan?
You know, that's how Jesse James died. Was somebody kind of in his inner circle, he basically groomed them to murder him. That's, the coward Robert Ford. The story is to be believed. He knew that this guy would shoot him in the back first chance he got, and so he kept him around, like Judas. Anyway, it's a great bit. I love it. So this was our maybe our best game. I just think this was sensational, and Howl is tragic, and I like how they didn't. Frank completely nailed it. Frank completely knows that character. It's spooky, how consistent it is, and of course they had this exchange that's not like so it's come to this. It's flippant and it's kind of almost playful, but deadly, and that's how it always was. And I think it's sensational. And this whole thing that Frank has done, where you bring back a PC to be this big showdown, it's so smart and such a great way to bring this thing home and full circle. It's gonna be in our. I know it's not yet over, but this will be something I won't ever forget. It's a wonderful campaign and a great dramatic circumstance, which is my favorite thing about these games. So thank you, Frank. Well done.
You're welcome. It was definitely fun, and I liked the idea as soon as Nugget mentioned it. I mean, it was Nugget's idea. I probably would not have done it without Nugget's blessing. But as soon as she said yes, oh yeah, she was coming back. I had so much fun building her too. I used a little action-oriented Matt Colville's action-oriented monsters, and then a little bit of shine, and it was fun. But speaking of shine and fun, our invisible wizard, Harlan Flipcloak, there was no shine on that toupee. You couldn't see it. Although I love the invisible wizard on a flying carpet. That was
well,
kind of
at least she couldn't tremor sense where he was on the carpet.
Yeah. It was just, but you could see the carpet.
Yeah.
But that carpet can fit like 8 people. He could be anywhere on that carpet.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, but I'm a D20 Guru Girl. I'm here Mondays, Tuesdays, sometimes in our Aliens game on Saturdays. My favorite part was definitely when Hal dropped down from the ship, and he described her RGB armor and the wing, the black dragon wings. That was very. I could really picture that, and that was definitely my favorite part. And great game. Thanks.
You're welcome. I had a blast, and I'm glad you liked that. That was actually that was a in the moment sort of idea, because I was like, oh crap, how does she jump? Is she going to superhero drop? Nah, that would be lame. She needs wings. So yeah, that was an in the moment impromptu thing, and I'm glad it worked. Speaking of impromptu in the moment, almost killing a howl, Igor, how was that for you?
Oh, it was great. I almost killed a howl, but I'm glad that, to be honest, anybody stopped her. She needed to be stopped before we were all in really deep trouble. So anyways, yeah, I'm Shiny Pilot 206 for Twitch and Twitter. It was fun being Igor again. Fun playing. Thank you for DMing us through that. I'm sorry we had to kill Al Nugget because Howl, but at the same time, okay. But still, it hurt me. I was like, no, we're killing Hal, our friend. So I like the drama that went with that. Combat was fun. Hadn't done that in a while, so it was kind of nice. And now we get to solve the rest of our problems. So one problem at a time. And I got a puppy now. So, all right, man. That's it. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Absolutely glad. So I'm going to say my piece before I pass it on to Laugh Love Lindy. This was amazing. I had so much fun. I was worried how it would go. I thought I toned down some things that I originally planned with Hal, because she was a lot stronger than I thought she would be. Luckily, she missed a few things here and there, but I had contingencies. I did have contingencies if you guys lost. because there was a plan there too. I had to have both sides planned because I wanted it to be a dangerous fight. I wanted you guys to earn it, and I was so proud. It was great. You guys kicked some serious butt. I loved it. This has been absolutely grand. I can't wait to see where we end up. Like 1 or 2 more weeks, maybe worth of Mondays in Exandria, and then we'll be looking into doing some other things. So yeah, I'm Deception Check. I've been the DM here for several years on Mondays in Exandria, and before that, other games that weren't streamed. You can find me on Tuesdays as well, and Ravenloft, and that game's ending too. This is like all the culmination of all these games you've been playing. And on Saturdays when we play Aliens, I am Hank Granger, and that's an absolute ball because producer Trav is an absolute master of suspenseful, crazy, cinematic horror alien movies, and it's such a blessing to get to play. It's a good time, and he sells himself short when he doesn't think that he's a freaking master at that kind of crap. So, yeah, it's great. Thanks. I'm going to pass it over to Wendell, Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle, Hassan Pepper IV, at the Hashem Hassan Peppers.
Thank you. Tis I. Yes. My favorite parts of tonight's session. The RGB armor was cool. I loved that. Wendell made the saving throw on the fear because he's been afraid of Howl this entire time. Like, just the meta behind why he succeeded on it. I thought that was a nice nod to the beginning of the campaign when Wendell was especially scared of Howl. Gosh, there's just so much. Wintress pushing all the buttons all the time, always. Igor with his just having fun with his hyena, and Wendell secretly considering maybe I should let him get a dog. He's awfully out of the way right now. This is convenient. And then Harlan and Lamont being like, yeah, we know we have to destroy that thing so the world doesn't end, but we really want this interdimensional workshop. And then Howl, and the fact that Wendell was unconscious for Howl's, like, lay-on smooch, basically, and yeah, but it's, the fact that her lips touched any part of his skin would elate him if he knew, but also make him really sad because, at this point, that's not what he was going for this whole time, It'd be sad and happy and very conflicted. Wendell's feeling a lot of things right now and he doesn't like it. You just have to look towards his guiding light, which is not nearly the same as Hal's. For guidance. Whew. Yeah, I can't wait to see what we do next week, especially ending off on, so what are we gonna do with her body? Because Wendell's idea is to
get her stuff.
To obviously loot Howl, because that's just must be done. And then get her really nice and presentable and go back to the future, possibly after crushing all the stuff, destroying it somehow, and then being like, Nezrin, we're very sorry, but Howl died saving the world. Because, she did. She came back, she helped us. That's what, she deserves credit. Even if she did tell us to fuck off and go kick a time machine. So, that was it. Oh, so many feelings. I can't wait for next week. Tune in tomorrow night for Mr. Ravenloft, because if you want to see some family treachery and some, what was that I said? Deep shaft debacle, that's going to be Mr. Ravenloft. We're doing epilogues. We're doing Magnus's little story wrap-up at the moment, or at least for his backstory stuff. Things that have been hinted at throughout the course of the campaign. There may be demons. Might be a good episode title for tomorrow. But yeah, check that out. Check out Aliens. We had our last game this Saturday, and we'll have our next game next month. So definitely check that out because it's gonna be awesome. Thank you all so much for watching and hanging out and playing. Till next time.